Hey y'all,
Welcome back
to the channel. Yes, honey.
I know you fucking lying.
Okay then.
Hey y'all. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the channel, y'all. We are back with that whole nother review, Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is episode 7.
Yes.
Definitely make sure y'all got y'all tequila.
Yes.
And y'all Red Bull Boost.
Yes.
And let's get into this review.
Period.
So the review pretty much starts off with Amada. She's working on all her businesses and balancing kids and balancing taking care of her mom who's been sick for the last few weeks or whatever. Her mom is feeling like, she needs to spend a little bit more time with Safari. Maybe you need to get married. Go ahead, get married.
What's taking so long?
She don't need to marry that man. He been married and just got a divorce. He's not ready for marriage. She need to find somebody else. Mommy, no, that's not what she needs. But ultimately, Amada winds up talking about, getting out. She just needs to get out. Princess winds up inviting her to a poker event, and she's gonna go there. And she does wind up talking about, I guess, taking her relationship to the next level with Safari, but marriage is not the next level for them. Point blank and period. Tip, Miami Tip is having a book signing party. She then came out with a book about, her being a stripper and going through her trials and tribulations as a stripper. And she's having that book signing party at a strip club. Okay, Tip.
The book
you
was
better.
the life in the strip club. Life in the strip club.
I might read that.
I might read this.
I like the shit like that. I might read that.
Mm-hmm.
Tip winds up at her party, winds up talking to Joy about Bobby's party, his single release party. If you don't know about it, go back and watch our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole Zoe and Joy situation and how, Zoe came over there with whatever and Joy got triggered and she was offended by what Zoe said. Go back and watch the last episode. You'll know. And Joy just pretty much said she didn't like Zoe's attitude. She didn't like how she came over there or whatever. And Joy, I didn't like your attitude because I felt like you was ready and willing just off the strength of trying to protect Trina from this big ass motherfucking monster. Who the fuck was finna come after Trina, Joy? The
At
fuck
the
is you
end of the day,
protecting her
y'all know
for?
y'all always have security. So
Get on my
there's
nerves.
not gonna be a fight to where Trina is bombarded or attacked.
She don't even put herself in that situation.
What she did was say, I don't know if I'm coming up to the mean girls. It was very simple. She wasn't loud about it. She wasn't boisterous. So how you was triggered because of, oh, Trina has this going on. She got this video. She got this. She's tired. Trina is tired. I understand that Trina is tired. But if Trina don't want to meet people
Then
or
don't
be
go.
reintroduced to people, then she should not be at events where there's a public space for her to meet people.
Like she's not a public figure.
She's a public figure. So if she doesn't want to meet people, she should not be out in the public. At the end of the day, y'all are on a show called Love and Hip Hop. Y'all realize, I don't know, Joy, why you wasn't privy, but 3 other motherfucking cast members was privy of how Zoe's interaction with Trina was handled, and it was not handled correctly. Trina cut her off. She did not want to meet her, but they're supposed to be on a women's empowerment production together. It makes no sense. Joy, you was out of pocket, and you should have let Trina handle someone that was trying to meet her.
Period.
Had nothing to do with you.
Period. Yeah. And so Tip wind up talking about Eliza and how she's shysty and do shit for clout and she leaves her friends behind. Like her daughter who had went to jail and her son who is a going to college on a scholarship. That's what she's telling Joy.
Right.
Whatever, girl. Anyway, so Zoe moves on with her man. She's not homeless anymore. Her man, Kelvin. And they ultimately talk about Bobby's party and how things went with Joy or whatever. And she feels how she feels. Like she still stands on it. She feels like Joy shouldn't have said anything because she was talking to Trina.
She called Joy a purse handler.
A period Joy, because you're definitely acting like a purse holder.
You
I
don't
hate
need
to
to
say
get
it.
insistent. You get purse handler. Just saying. This how people look at you. Some got changed, Joy. I thought you was a beautician or a stylist or something like that, right? When we first met Joy on the first season of Love and Hip Hop, she had like a beauty salon or something like that. I do remember that. Like
right,
Joy,
and Trina's coattail.
You was doing wigs or something. I remember that. You had a
She
storefront.
been trying for years. And if you're continuously doing it, bigs up to you. But the thing is, Joy, you have a platform. Exactly. You don't promote it. You don't say nothing about it. It's new people continuously watching this show every year. It's not always us same people. So if you don't promote your shit, how will we know? You don't have no storefront. You don't got no website. You ain't doing none of that.
Or if you do have these things, you aren't promoting them, which is why Zoe gave you a self-proclaimed name, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are trying to understand who you are and what do you do for Trina. So purse handler or yes man is kind of like
it's
what
a
makes
good
sense
one.
because you don't talk about what you do outside of Trick or Trina.
You got a whole husband.
Maybe you should do that. Like talk about your business and what you're doing.
She's not doing shit.
But I do remember that, Joy.
She's
so
not doing
you need
shit
to clarify.
now. She's not doing shit now. She's not doing shit now. And Zoe ultimately doesn't feel like she has to kiss ass because of the family. And she's definitely concerned about her spot in this Queens project that's coming up with Super Cindy and Trina because of the issue that she wound up having with Trina's family. However, she feels the way that she feels, and I feel the way that you feel too, Zoe. So her. Joy, go get you some business.
I'm hoping it doesn't interfere with your chances as well.
I hope
Zoe,
not either.
Because you're a great rapper / singer.
Yes.
Writer.
Hair do it too.
Like your writing is great. So I don't know if you write for other people, but maybe that's something that you should do.
She said she did.
Because maybe they can't take your image. Like how Missy was. They didn't, accept who she was as a person until she just decided, okay, Timberland, I found my person. I feel more comfortable in my own role as an artist.
And they making hella money.
Yeah.
Ultimately, her man encourages her that she should go ahead and talk to Super Cindy, to just see what's going on.
Right.
Trina and Super Cindy wind up meeting up. I'm so happy Trina found time in her busy ass schedule. Not doing a motherfucking thing. And they talk about, ultimately Super Cindy is asking Trina, like, what the hell happened at the cipher? Like, what was going on? In which Trina just reiterated, like, I don't know her. I was ready to go. I introduced myself. We introduced each other, and I was ready to go after that. But after that, I wound up being at Bobby's single release party, and things kind of escalated. She got up into my cousin and all that stuff like that.
Putting money into a production where there's going to be other female and artists that you don't know, you would think that you would try to get to know them, considering you are one of the sponsors and you're also one of the artists on the record.
The artist on the record.
You would want to hear what the fuck other people is talking about and who they are as people, because you don't stand behind just anybody, right? So you should want to meet them. It just doesn't make sense to me why you didn't make time in your fucking schedule. I'm sorry.
What did you come for?
Sorry.
What did you come for? You was literally there for like 5 to 10 minutes.
You walked down, sat down, I gotta go. That's it.
It was rude.
Very rude.
It was rude. And ultimately, you sitting over there spewing this shit back at Super Cindy, it was unnecessary. But ultimately, Trina let Super Cindy know, like, I don't know if I really want to work with her because she disrespected my family. Not your family being oversensitive and interjecting themselves into some bullshit.
She only said mean girl. Oh, we'll take that back. She did say "fuck you, bitch."
After you decided to have a motherfucking
After
issue.
she was called a fat bitch.
Like you somebody that I need to be sitting up here impressing, Joy. Whatever, that's not my conflict.
Zoe don't know who this woman is now. She still don't know who Joy is. So maybe Joy was a groupie. She don't know who Joy is. She didn't know it was family. And even if she did know it was family, at the end of the day, she did not say anything mean. She did not say anything rude.
It wasn't rude until
she wasn't loud. She wasn't boisterous until she got the energy that she got from Joy. So ultimately, Trina, you should have been checking Joy,
period,
before checking Zoe.
I really hope
you should have said, well, why do you feel that way? Mean Girls? Oh, where?
Exactly. That means Trina, this queen project you doing, you really ain't out there for the motherfucking females. You out there continuously trying to make yourself pop because you know you ain't motherfucking popping. You know you ain't relevant. She knows she ain't relevant. That's why you got a project every motherfucking year. This is the 5th season, and we ain't seen the project yet. Y'all supposed to be working on this project for the summer. It's October. It's gonna be the winter. What is it?
Yeah, Trina, I think you
full of shit.
I don't want to say that.
I
want to be able to say that you are this nice person and you are interested in other women in hip hop. But ultimately, we all seen what happened with one of the other seasons of Love and Hip Hop when you had the women supposed to be going on tour. It didn't happen.
And you stick the other hoes on the one hoe.
Yeah. And then now where you get an opportunity to meet someone one-on-one, it would have been great for us to see you talking, engaging, just bigging her
that
up,
ain't encouraging
this new female artist, especially somebody as good as Zoe. Zoe is good.
That ain't her character.
She's really good. I went and listened to a lot of her stuff.
That ain't her character.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, we're gonna hop up off our soap opera. So then it moves on to Flo. She chilling with her kids, and her single is going up. The single that she has with Trina.
Bounce that.
You know. And ultimately, she's
you do have to say that Trina said she no longer wants Zoe on the project. We gotta mention
she did. Trina said she no longer wants Zoe on the project.
And Super Cindy got to deal with it.
Whatever. Flo chilling with her damn children, and ultimately she's having a conversation about Marlon. That's they daddy, and a conversation about her and Marlon not being together and how they feel about it. And ultimately, they say they don't want to see nobody else with her except they daddy. It is what it is. You know how children is. Gael, excuse me, her sister winds up stopping by. She invited her sister over, and they're pretty much talking about Gael. Flo is holding her sister accountable about the bullshit that she was in these past seasons, about old girl who was fucking around with Marlon being in the middle of that. Yes. And then Gael fucking with Marlon. And then Gael knowing about the baby that Marlon has back there in Haiti or whatever. Exactly. Just Gael is fucking messy, and she put a whole bunch out there or whatever. So she's holding her sister accountable or whatever. And Gael's pretty much talking about, we need to pretty much get this over with, make up. I need you to lift this curse because I got my shit going on, my restaurant going down, my child going to jail, and this, that, and the other or whatever. Flo sitting up there talking about, well, I ain't put a curse on you. Karma is karma. So maybe you getting your karma now at this point. And Flo like, no, everybody saw you put a curse on me. I think Flo tried to put a curse on her, and I think ultimately when it came down to it, she didn't want to go through it. However, Moon her,
Take that back.
she knew what it was.
I think Flo knew what the fuck she was doing. And in order to protect herself, you have to do something towards the person that's doing something towards you. You got to do something to stop them, right? So
Flo
all of this so-called
dressed it
quote
up for the
unquote
camera.
karma, no bitch, that was the voodoo. That the lady said, she specifically said, "Do you want me to stop your sister Gael?" And she said yes. That's a fucking voodoo. Stop
She
playing,
did.
Flo. Stop playing. You know
She
she did.
did. She
And that shit
did.
that stopped your sister, because now
But
she
Flo said
begging
that's karma.
for it to stop.
Flo said that shit is
She ain't got
karma.
shit else to lose at this point.
Either way, Flo, she's holding her sister accountable. It seems like they're gonna ultimately get on the same track about what needs to be done or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Flo winds up asking, so I mean not Flo, Gael winds up asking, so you're a lesbian now?
After she apologized.
She did apologize,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But is you a lesbian now?
Mm-hmm.
Flo said, I'm whatever the wind blows.
I love what I love.
Pretty much. It ain't got nothing to do with my business. I do what I do. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Gael winds up saying, well, Claudia being the girlfriend, you know, she's down for clout. Wherever she can get in to get some clout, that's what she's
I
looking
believe
for. She's
that.
looking for a come up.
Every time we've seen Claudia on camera, she's been, when are you going to invite me out? When are you going to tell people that we're together? So forth, so on. I believe that she's trying to get exposure and attention. Gael ain't lying.
The verdict's still out on me. I'm still trying to watch and see y'all, just like y'all. But I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. She's coming up, I guess. She's in the same place she was when she started 3 years ago, but she's coming up. So then it moves on to Princess hosting a poker night for the ladies. That's Suki, Amada, Eliza, Von Shay, and Shay. They wind up coming out. Von Shay is throwing shade at Amada because Amada brings a new friend, Eliza. And she's pretty much like, I hope you a better friend to her than you was to me. And you know, it kind of gets a little heated. She's sitting over there talking about, oh, when I had the issue with my baby, when my baby was in the hospital, whatever, you never reached out. This is Shay. You never reached out or anything when me and Gunplay was going through what we was going through on social media. You ain't say nothing. You ain't reach out or nothing like that.
And I still reached out to you.
That's what she said.
Knowing your situation with your relationship and also with your mom being sick. I still reached out to you. I understand. Look, me going through all my shit, and for me to still be able to put my shit to the side and still check on you, I think that's a friend. For somebody to not do the same in return is not a friend.
They knew each other for less than a year.
No, they said
since
2
last
years.
Year. Nope. She said I've been knowing her since last year.
You hear that, don't you?
That's what yes, I do.
No, that's a collard green. Hear that tick tick tick? That's something different than that right? You hear that shit here? A child. Please. You better take your motherfucking bra off.
Dream. Is that the What's this? That's so. What did I was just say? Y'all just ran up on because that's so Drake. So that's so that's so Shay. If somebody don't want to be your friend, they don't want to be your friend. Go find you another friend. Like y'all literally known each other. I say I felt like it was less than a year. Do you feel like it was more than a year?
I think from what I remember hearing was that it was more than 2 years that you
Nah.
guys were building a friendship. However, whether it was 2 years, 1 year, 3 months, at the end of the day, if I gave you personal information about me, you knew my situation, I knew your situation, and I still checked in on you, and you did not return a favor when you saw that shit was blowing up for me on social media, that'd have been a problem for me because you know me. Check in. However, if you don't check in, I'm not going to be the person that's going to confront you in front of other people.
Okay.
I'm not going to confront you at all. I'm just not going to fuck with you no more.
Period.
That's the type of person I am. But maybe
Shay is sensitive.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah.
We already know that. And I hate that you got involved in reality TV because that's not your stilo.
Yeah.
That ain't for you. That ain't for you. Ultimately, Shay is confronting Amada. It gets a little heated, and Shay throws some shit at her, and they had to be separated.
Yeah.
Amada in the hallway, Shay there. Amada mad because y'all done put me out instead of Shay. I agree, Amada. Shay should have been the fuck put out, but ultimately, Shay leaves.
Amada ain't got no motherfucking seniority.
She do over Shay.
She's not a intricate cast member.
She's been here longer than Shay.
She's
more intricate
grandfather in and who's not. At the end of the day, Amara does not. It's her popularity is not any more bigger than Von Shay's. At the end of the day, bitch, I forget about Amara just as much as I forget about Von Shay.
Okay, now that is a very true statement because I don't follow Amada like that. However, I remember Amada's name before I remember Avon Shay. You just called her Go Shay like a fucking hour ago.
I did.
Okay, but I bet you knew Amada's name.
I know Amara's name. Irrelevant. Mentions Amara's name. Fuck her and fuck the other one too. I don't give a fuck about none of them bitches.
Too opinionated. Okay. Cause Amada, they should have put that hoe out. No. God, they should have put her out.
Ultimately, she left.
She did
and
leave.
Suki left.
And Suki ass left too, cause she said she ain't down with that drama. See, that's Suki. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You picking and choosing, acting like you ain't want to be down there for that drama, but you sitting up there eating that chicken and that motherfucking vegetable plate, enjoying that motherfucking shit while I was going down. But as soon as the shit done, I'm gone. Girl, you full of it. You better go eat his ass. The fuck? You on the same bullshit. Ultimately, Amada winds up having a conversation with Princess. And they talking about her baby daddy being trash. And, not being there for them two little beautiful girls or whatever. And she just can't catch a break. And, single mothers, what they go through. That's what it is. Eliza is talking to Tip, feeling away. I mean, Eliza is talking to Shay, feeling away about what Tip said about her daughter and her having a mugshot and her son, having a scholarship and all of that. That's what's going on there. It moves on to Eliza meeting up with her daughter Shemaya. And ultimately, Eliza is saying that she does not like her daughter Shemaya boyfriend. He wound up stealing Cadillac converters. It's not funny. Stop laughing. You laughed at the show too.
When you said
no shame by gang.
It was just some minor charges because of her boyfriend. I was like, car parts. Like, girl,
This like fresh.
why did you have to even mention that part? You should just left that shit alone.
I agree too. You didn't even have to expound on it, but since you said it, the boyfriend was still in Cadillac Converters, and Shamaya was at wrong place, wrong time, and she got caught the hell up, and that's how she caught her charges. And Eliza is not down with this boyfriend. She definitely wants her daughter to find somebody else, and she's asking her like, "What is it about this boyfriend?" And Shemaya's pretty much saying like, "He was there for me when I got put out. He was there for me when you weren't there. Like you ain't."
They don't have a close relationship.
Exactly. Like a child raised a child. That's pretty much what it was. She had her at what, 15, 16, 14, 15. Exactly. So y'all know how that is. And that's how it was. Ultimately, they have their little kumbaya moment, and they get over it. They move past. And that's just what the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
Then it moves on to Zoe going to have a conversation with Super Cindy and seeing, what's going on. So she talks to her about the issue that happened at Bobby's single release party. And Super Cindy said, well, I heard from Trina that you said this mean girl comment or whatever. And Zoe stood 10 toes down. She stood 10 toes down. And she definitely reiterated her stance on, Joy being a purse holder and everybody sitting up there being pretty much yes man to Trina, and they supposed to be down with women empowerment, however they acting mean or whatever the situation is. And Super Cindy just kind of let her know like, we're not going to be able to continue forward with you on this queen project that we got going on. You shouldn't have said anything. At the end of the day, I'm trying to break bread with Trina, and Trina has a problem with you because of the issue that you got with her family.
Because
and we
got a problem with you. I got a problem with you.
Pretty
you
much a purse holder.
You should never try to introduce her. She didn't try to introduce herself.
Somebody
else introduced her to them.
Exactly.
And she wanted to make sure it was not going to be like the first time that she met them. At the end of the day, Super Cindy, if you really liked this woman and you liked her because of her music and her creativity, you should have went to bat for her in front of Trina. She's dope. I understand that the first situation did not go well. I also understand that there was an issue between your cousin and her. But however, I would like for you to meet her so that you can get a clear understanding of who she is as a person and maybe why she was so defensive or whatever. You could have went to bat for her.
You did.
You never said anything positive about Zoe in your conversation with Trina. You did. You picked a side.
You picked Trina's side. And I'm definitely with Zoe. Zoe sat up there and said, if I was Nicki Minaj coming up there to Trina with whatever conversation I had,
mean girls,
Joy would not have opened her motherfucking mouth. And that's point blank exclamation. She would not have. Joy wouldn't have said a motherfucking thing.
That situation, she would have been like, "Oh, Nikki, mean girls wear whatever." Like, Joy, you wouldn't have said anything.
A motherfucking thing, Joy. You wouldn't have said nothing.
Because that's an established artist.
Period.
But because Zoe is not established,
y'all ain't shit.
You felt like you needed to step in to protect Trina. It wasn't like she stepped up to Trina. Oh, bitch, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Trying to check her or anything like that. I don't understand why you were so defensive towards her. And I just really feel like Zoe deserves a spot.
She does. She does. She does. And for Trina to be sitting up there, I'm so focused on this Queen's thing.
No.
For you not to try to get in bed and be cordial and know everybody that's also a part of this Queen project, it don't make no fucking sense.
You should have rectified that issue.
And you didn't. You the OG. Yeah. You the OG. You supposed to lead the motherfucking line.
It's your project. You're sponsoring it. You're sponsoring it.
Girl.
Along with Super Cindy. At least that's what Super Cindy said. She said you are sponsoring it with her. That means both of y'all putting up money.
Look, y'all, it's October, and we ain't heard a motherfucking thing about this shit yet. Trina, I hope you know it's a new crew now, and if you keep doing what you do, your weight ain't gonna hold another motherfucking thing. It's a new generation now.
They'll
A new
find another
generation.
female artist, and
You
they'll
are not their
find
favorite.
a way to get around you. Miami is not the only stop when it comes to female artists or male artists,
Honey.
or just people who look at Scarlett.
Look at Scarlett. Hit you with the
Mhm.
Y'all, that was pretty much the episode, y'all. So definitely make sure y'all getting in them comments. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, sharing, following
on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure y'all are definitely liking and disliking as well. We like to know what you guys don't like.
Period.
We need to know what it is that you're looking for. So if you're not going to put it in the comments, like or dislike, that is greatly appreciated. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.